Alright, you guys already read the title. I just got a simple pose here of Jack Cooper from Titanfall 2. It's a really good game. You should buy it. It's $3 right now if you're watching this whenever it gets posted. But I honestly don't know what color do I want to do. What color do I want to do? That's an alright color. Whatever, I'll use this color. But first you want to have two lights on each side, like this and this. And you are going to have one light brighter, which usually... I would say this side. If you're having it to where it's the character's facing the opposite way, you'd probably want the light over here. But in my instance, my light will be right here. And I know there's like a bit of bloom and stuff on the helmet, but whenever it gets rendered, it'll look different whenever I change the quality. Copy paste the light, put it over here, and then lower the intensity. But not to where it's like entirely black like this, but not to where it's as bright as the other light you put. So I would say good right here. Let me post that. Yeah, that's probably good. But then you're gonna add a backlight. You could use just one light, you can use two lights, you can use three lights. Sometimes I like to use more than one light because I like to morally surround my character with backlights. You don't want to have the intensity too high to where it blooms like this. Probably a good intensity would be here. Again, it's gonna look different whenever I render it. And then I'm gonna add one to the other side. Personally, it's up to you how you want to have your backlights. Your render, your dealio. I mean, lighting isn't like a rule you have to follow. There isn't exact rules you have to follow. It's just, if it looks good, if you want to make a render look good, you're going to have good lighting. Because if you don't, it's going to look like absolute dog shit. Just going to change the intensity a tad bit. That's probably a good intensity. I'm going to add another light just like on top of it, just to kind of make it feel more surrounded. Again, you can only just use one light, you can use two lights, you can use three lights. It doesn't really matter, but sometimes the more the better, sometimes the less the better. It just depends how you have it posed and all that junk. If you're wanting to go with realism, you're going to want to add a bounce light, which is the light that is emitted whenever, like, let's just say I'm putting a light just down here, and the floor is blue. It would bounce back up a little bit, up to whatever character you have. So it's gonna be a very similar color to what we have right now. Let's just say there is sand under here. Actually, no. Let's just go with grass. Let's just say there's grass. That's probably a good grass color. What we're gonna do is just aim below them. We kind of got like this, and have the intensity very low to where it kind of shows as a reflection as on the metallic parts. I cannot fucking speak. Like you see, like in the helmet here, it kind of reflects. Maybe I could do better positioning on this light, but yeah, like that, I guess. And if you're very lazy like me and you don't know how to do backgrounds and all that junk, or you're too lazy to edit out a green screen or whatever, you could just copy and paste whatever light you've been primarily using. Right click it and enable volumetrics, and you can kind of just have a background. You can use more than one light or whatever, depending on how many lights you have left. There's a limit of 8 lights you can have in SFM, unfortunately. Yeah, it looks alright. But if you want to have a higher quality image whenever you render, just saying, right-click it, render settings, and put it as high as you can. If you have a low-spec PC, I'd recommend you putting it at 512 or maybe even 256, I cannot speak. You can turn off motion blur. I don't know if that affects anything with the rendering process at all, but I just have it disabled just in case. Then you're going to File, Export, Poster. I'm just wanting to see how it looks. I mean, you can put wherever output folder you want to. I just have it in my images folder. And if you don't like how it looks in the preview, you can change whatever lights you want. But I think it looks good in the render preview. So yeah, if you enjoyed, leave a follow. Follow my other shit. I'm thinking this is Twitch, not follow. Subscribe, like, follow my other shit. And yeah, peace out.